everyone, it's Crystal, and today I'm going to go over the What the Heck Did I Read for the month of March. Now, on March, I read 5 books, which is better than the month prior to, so I'm getting a little bit more back into the swing of things, and if you are interested, just keep watching. Okay, the first book that I read for the month of March is because, I'm not sure if you guys have heard, but there is a new mini-series coming out, or maybe not even a mini-series, maybe it's a real series, coming out at the end of April. It's gonna be on Stars. It's about a story that really everybody should read if they haven't read by now, and it's American Gods. So, of course, I had to reread it and refresh my memory and everything because I plan on doing a Battle of the Media in association with Art Crow, my buddy, who helped me out with the Princess Bride one. He's reading the book too, so we can watch the show together, and we'll give you more of a Battle of the Media head-to-head, which one was better, when it gets a little bit closer to the end of April. So I'll let you guys know, but keep an eye out for it, okay? The next book that I finished was the third one in the Dark Witch trilogy by Nora Roberts. It was called Blood Magic. Now, this is a book that I actually don't own myself, so I had to wait for a copy to become available on the library's digital program, and it actually took a long time for it to pop up and be available. And then it was hard for me to get back into the swing of things, and before I knew it, it expired, and then somebody stole it from me. I wasn't even able to renew it. So that was interesting, but then I found a copy to finish up because I only had like, what was it, like 20 pages left or something, and then all of a sudden it disappeared. I don't understand why I didn't finish it, maybe because it was a digital book and I didn't realize how much was left, so that kind of sucked, but finished it up. I did a 90-second review on this one, so keep an eye out for that. I'll probably post this video before I post that video, so look for that next week, and it will be good for you to go over everything. The next book that I read was Troublemaker by Leah Remini. Now, I've mentioned this a couple times in videos prior to this one, and this is the one that actually really got me out of my reading slump that I've been in recently. I had seen the television series that she's doing, as well as I have a little bit of experience in Scientology. I've actually looked into it slightly, not enough so all of a sudden I'm getting mailers nonstop, but tried to see about some of their self-help techniques to see if they were worth it. Didn't really do much for me, so I kind of let it slide, and this book really goes into her being raised in the church and being brainwashed from a very young age all the way up through adulthood and popularity, and all of a sudden she's a star and trying to escape after she gets so high up she can see all the corruption trickle down. So it's a really interesting book. I read it in less than 24 hours. I recommend that you read it if you have any interest in religions or cults, or really, just an exploration of the human. That was a really good book, and she's very blunt. She's very open about how she's not a nice person all the time, and that she did bad things, and is very open and honest, and I appreciated that. Another book that I read that kind of went along those same lines was Night. It is another nonfiction book, and it was not recommended to me, but Shannon said that I'd really enjoy it, and I did. It is about a guy who was just a child in World War II, and he was Jewish, and his parents and him ended up going through the ghettos all the way through Auschwitz, and having to separate and leave his mother and sister, and struggling to hold on to his father, and his whole life story. And being German, that's a very important part of my heritage that I don't want to forget about. I don't want to forget that that kind of thing ever happened, because if I neglect or refuse to acknowledge it, it makes it easier for those sorts of things to happen in the future. And if there's anything I can do to stop that and prevent that from happening again, I definitely want to do it. These are horrible, horrible things. They're horrors. And it was a really tough read because he doesn't hold back. He goes into everything, and it's captivating in a grotesque way. And I mean, I'd almost say it's kind of like when someone breaks their finger and it's through the skin, but you still want to see it even though you know it's horrible. That's kind of it. Although you can feel kind of the pain, but nowhere near what graphically or what he went through. And so it's morbid and it's heart-wrenching, and I loved it. I that sounds weird, I know, but I truly felt inspired by this book to live my life better and to make those connections and be stronger and take a better look at the decisions that I make and how they could be selfish and just for me or versus other people. So, I mean, it was a really good book to help do some self-realization stuff too. So, I totally understand why this is, I guess, normally required reading. I got out of it. But it is a fabulous book, and I can't say enough about it. It makes sense why it won all those awards. It really does. And then the last book that I read for the month of March actually is kind of the wrong time of year for this, but I read The Halloween Tree. And I plan on doing a Battle of the Media on this one here real soon, so keep an eye out for that. But this is a book that came out in 1970, I think, too. And I actually didn't know that it was a book, and growing up I watched the cartoon movie. And I fell in love with the cartoon movie. So to find out that it was actually a book, of course I had to read it. It was a quick read because it is a mid-grade book. And so watch for that Battle of the Media coming up here soon. And that is my What the Heck Did I Read for the month of March. Thank you so much for watching. Please like my video and subscribe to my channel. I am affiliated with Geek by Numbers, and so if you're interested in any of the other affiliated groups that I am with, I'll put the Geek by Numbers website below. Please check us out and follow me on social media. I hope you guys are having a fabulous day. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys. In his eyes, stealing kisses from me on the slide.